The Shofs, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
So, inviting the world into your lives on social media can be daunting and certainly is vulnerable. What made you decide as a family to invite us in?
Honestly, I would say it just kind of happened. It wasn't something that we planned. We were just having fun at home, and the next thing we knew, I think it was our anniversary, and I was like, hey, do you want to do a dance together? And we did a dance together, and I posted it on my little page, and it blew up and became a whole thing. And then from there, we decided to just start sharing more about our lives and just things that will be valuable for other couples. So yeah.
For both couples and families, because you guys focus on you two
Absolutely.
as a couple, but you also focus on conversations, important ones, that you have with your kids, like some of the conversations you have about money. Tell us how old your kids are and those types of conversations, because I am sure that there are some kids that age that have no idea what the concept of investing is.
Absolutely. So we have two kids, a boy and a girl. The boy is 10 going on 11 and the girl is 7.
Yeah.
And, what inspired us to have these conversations with them was, I think as we were growing up, right, our parents talked to us about money. We saw them running their own businesses. And so they instilled in us just this sort of financial mindset and discipline. And then we saw it as our own chance to do the same for our kids, right? Especially because we know that a lot of kids don't necessarily get this opportunity to hear about how to think and invest wisely, how to think about, budgeting, saving, and all those things that really make for a good, well-rounded adult life in the future.
That's deeply important and part of a well-rounded education. You also bring your kids into the kitchen with you sometimes to help. I think there was a Father's Day meal that took quite a while for the kids to put together. Are they usually excited, or are they like, oh, we have to do this again?
Yeah, they enjoy the content. I mean, for us, it's almost like less of content and just sharing our lifestyle. Fiji, our son, he loves the math competitions that we do together. Mimi loves the cooking thing. So it's really just sharing things that are exciting and happening in our lives anyway. So it doesn't really feel like, oh, like this is one more thing that we have to do. So it's fun overall.
It really gives a lot of families a chance to relate, because you guys, we can see you go through things that a lot of families in the region are experiencing at that moment. We had school start recently, and you guys had a series of videos that were about preparing to go back to school that included some important lessons for the kids, but also how you parents were preparing and what the kids brought home with them. Can you talk a little bit about the back to school?
Absolutely. So one of the things we did for back to school this year was to help create a habit tracker for our kids. And a habit tracker for us is really a way of us teaching them, good discipline, good skills. But rather than us having to remind them every time, we created a system where they get to look at it and see it. So for example, when you come back, put your shoes away, put your bag away, take out your lunch bowl, or maybe when you wake up, right, you lay your bed, you say your prayers, you brush your teeth, do everything by yourself without us having to remind you, right? And it's sort of our hack for helping them learn discipline and the types of behaviors that honestly is any parent's dream.
I love it. I love it that I don't have to remind them, like, empty the dishwasher. When it's your turn to empty the dishwasher, you put your lunch bowls away when you come back from school. When you got to do your homework. I am loving it.
That is a testament to both your parenting and your children, that they actually follow the habit tracker. I saw that video. I thought it was a wonderful thing. I hope that I could make something like that work, but you never know. The Shofs, people can find you on both TikTok and Instagram, is that right?
Absolutely, and YouTube as well.
And YouTube as well. All right, well, thank you so much for joining us, for inviting us all into your lives in the DMV.
Thank you so much for having us.